Hey everyone, welcome to Shima Flow Yoga. I'm Jodi and this is Bruno, and today for our practice of self-love, we're going to slow things down and simplify. So this is going to give us that opportunity to really connect, and I know that you probably hear that a lot, right, from yoga teachers, connecting, but really we're going to take this time to connect, to notice what's going on in our bodies, to feel, to be with our breath, to be present, and to really enjoy every moment. So I've got my space set up here. I have a block, a strap, a bolster. We're going to do a little Hatha, a little Vinyasa, a little bit of Yin. So have everything together that you need. If you don't have a bolster, no big deal. Grab a towel, blanket that you can fold up, or a cushion from your couch that might be a little bit more firm. Go ahead and grab that. And then if you have a diffuser, today in my diffuser, I'm diffusing frankincense, which is an amazing essential oil to help. Well, there are tons and tons of health benefits for frankincense, but what I'm using it for today, I'm diffusing it, and it really promotes feelings of relaxation, and it's good for meditation. So we're gonna smell the frankincense today, and if you're not really quite sure what essential oils are all about, just drop me a line, leave a comment, send me a message. I'd be happy to share more information with you. So grab your yoga mat and let's find your happy place. Okay, let's get started in a seated position. So elevate your hips if you need to, and start to lengthen up through your spine. Rest your hands on your lap and close your eyes. And now we're gonna come to the breath, starting to notice, starting to connect. And as you breathe in, notice the air as it moves through your nostrils, kind of a cooling sensation. And as you breathe out, same thing here, but a little bit more warming. Notice whatever it is you're thinking about right now, let that thought go. Come back to your breath and the sensation you feel as you breathe in and out of your nose. We're going to begin with an affirmation or mantra to simplify, to slow down. So repeat to yourself, I'm taking the time to simply be, and I'm enjoying the journey. I'm taking the time to simply be, and I'm enjoying the journey. And as you repeat this to yourself, what does that mean to you? All right, let's slowly open the eyes. And we're going to begin in a seated position with our legs extended out in front. Okay, and again, you can elevate your hips here if you want to. Let's move with the breath now as we take a deep breath in. So we're going to reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Take your gaze up, anchor down through your tailbone, and lift up through the fingertips. So the position of your head, you guys, whatever's comfortable. If it doesn't feel good to have your chin lifted up, you can just look straight forward. Inhale, lift up a little bit more. And then exhale, let's twist to the left. So take your left arm behind you. Take your right hand on the outside of your left leg. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, lift your chest. And then exhale, turn your gaze over your left shoulder. Pause right here. Again, as you lengthen up, draw the belly in. And notice what you're feeling through your midsection, your belly, through your spine, through your back. Take a deep breath in, come back to center, and look up to your fingertips. Let's stretch again, reach. Maybe draw the arms back a little bit more by your ears and release the shoulders down. Breathe in again. And this time twist to the right. Right arm comes behind you, left arm comes to the outside of your right leg. Inhale, sit up tall, lift your chest. Exhale, take your gaze over your right shoulder. So notice this back hand, we don't want to lean our weight right into this back hand. Pop up on those fingertips and just lift up, press away, pull the belly in. Again, coming back into the sensation you feel in the middle of your body, your back, your rib cage. Take one more breath, reach the arms back up, lengthen up through the fingers. And then exhale. We're going to take the hands behind the hips and lean back a little bit onto your hands. Now, you can turn your fingers forward here, okay? Notice what happens to your shoulders as you turn your fingers forward. So for example, when my fingers are straight forward, my shoulders kind of roll in. We want to roll open through the shoulders. So I'm going to turn my fingers out slightly, and then I'm able to open up through my chest a little bit more. So do what works best for you. We're going to press into the hands and the heels, lift the hips up. Okay, as you lift the hips up, you're going to press the toes down. Now, if it's a little intense to come into that full extended leg position of incline plank, you're going to bend your knees, lift your hips up, and have your ankles underneath your knees as you lift up into a reverse tabletop. Now, take your gaze up towards the ceiling or straight forward in front of you. If you really like that sensation of compressing through the neck, you're going to take the gaze all the way behind you. Now, root into your hands, push up a little bit more here, open up through the shoulders, through the chest, lift those hips, you guys, breathe. We're starting to fire up some heat here, really feeling the strength of the body. Take one more breath in, lift a little higher, and then very slowly lower all the way back down. Nice job. Inhale, stretch the arms up, reach all the way up through those fingertips. Exhale, fold forward. Okay, so as we're folding forward, flex your feet here, toes pointing up. If you are really tight in the back of the legs, you're going to bend your knees, okay? If you want more, you're going to press the back of the knees down. You might not be able to reach your feet, no problem. You can grab onto the lower part of your legs, your ankles. If you have a strap or a towel, you can wrap it around the feet and pull it in. So it's almost like the strap is making your arms a little longer, right? Like an arm extension. Pull in, shoulders back, lead with the heart. Come back to your breath. Every time you inhale, see if you can lengthen a little bit more out of the hips. Move your heart towards your toes. And then exhale, drop your belly, your chest down, and look down towards the floor. Do that again. Inhale, shoulders back, heart, crown of the head reaches. Exhale, come down a little bit deeper. Good. We're going to rise up now. Reach all the way up with those hands. Inhale. Let's just move with the breath. Exhale, twist to the left. Left hand behind you. Sit up tall. Take your gaze over your shoulder. Inhale back to center. Reach it all the way up. And exhale, twist over to the right. Reach behind. Look over the shoulder. Inhale, come back up to center. Reach up, look up. Exhale, place your hands behind your hips. Again, fingers point forward or slightly outward. Lean back into the hands, into the heels, or bend your knees and place your ankles under your knees and lift up, pressing the toes down. Good. Press through those hands, those heels, lift, and then slowly lower down to seated. Let's reach up on the inhale all the way. And then exhale to forward fold. Come on down. All right, we're going to rise up nice and slow. And then let's come on to our hands and knees. So just bring your hands or your feet around. As you come onto your hands and knees, place your wrists underneath the shoulders and spread your fingers here. Okay, knees under the hips, and we're going to come into a cat-cow, right? This is a really great way to warm up the spine, real basic poses. Spread your fingers again, relax your knuckles. Fingertips are just gently pressing into the mat. We're going to start in cow pose. So inhale, lift your heart, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze. Okay, push through the hands, pull the shoulders back. A little micro bend through the elbows. Belly draws in. Feel that compression through the back, through the spine. Good. Take one more breath in, then exhale, round. Press away now, navel to spine. Drop the head so it's heavy. Look towards your thighs or maybe even towards your navel. Really nice stretch now. Notice how that feels in the back of the body. Let's do that again. Inhale into cow pose. Lift up, open the front. And exhale, round. Cat pose, press away. So noticing the opposition, right? The opposites of sensation. So now the back of the body's open, right? The front of the body's engaged. And then we're just going to simply switch, opening the front and engaging through the back of the body. Gaze up. Good. Exhale back to cat pose one more time. And then sit all the way back on the heels. Let's come to child's pose and just drop down. So as you sit back on your heels, belly, chest rests on the thighs, forehead on the hands or all the way to the mat. So your arms can be forward, your arms can be to your side. Again, being in the moment, not having really any sort of rules, right, that you have to follow when it comes to your yoga practice. It's about how you're feeling in any given moment. And we know, right, that every day, every minute, things can change and we feel differently. It can be based on what we ate, how we slept, the environment around you, your stress levels, the company you're keeping. All of that can affect how you feel. Let's reach the arms out in front. Good, nice stretch. Okay, so notice your elbows. Walk the fingertips forward, get the elbows up. As you press into your hands, gently draw the shoulders back. Let's create a little bit of space there through the shoulders, the back. And then come up on your knees. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees up, lift your hips up, and then push through your hands, pushing away for downward facing dog. Chest moving towards your thighs, drop the head, look behind you. Good, maybe it feels good to move around a little bit. Find what feels good in your body in this moment. Lift your tailbone higher, press your heels down a little deeper. Good, coming back to your breath, slow and deep. Good, take a nice deep breath in. Let's lift the heels up. And then exhale, press the heels down. And again, inhale, lift your heels up. Feels really good in the feet. Exhale, lower the heels down. One more time, inhale, heels are high. And exhale, lower down. Good. Slowly walk your feet all the way up towards your hands into a standing forward bend. Good. Head is heavy. Root down through all four corners of your feet. Toes are relaxed. And then start to stand up. A little bend in your knees here, but engage your thighs as you rise up to standing. All the way. Sweep your arms above your head. Look up. Join your palms. And let's bring our hands to our heart center, Samastiti. Inhale, reach your arms back up again. Take the gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips, diving all the way down. Bend the knees here if you need to. Belly to chest. Nose towards your shins. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Lift halfway up. Gaze forward. Flatten out your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. And then exhale. Bend your knees. Place your hands on the mat and step your left foot to the back of the mat. Drop the knee down. Low lunge. Untuck your toe. Good. Take your hands up on top of the thigh, starting right here. Lift your chest. And then reach your arms up. Look up. Good. Come to your breath. And then notice again how your body is sinking into this pose. the sensation you feel through your hips, through your back, through your right foot. Just noticing, being present. Let's breathe in. Exhale, release the hands down. Now, tuck your back toe under. You're going to root into your front foot, lift your back knee, and step your back foot in a little closer to your front foot so that you can anchor your back heel down completely. Both legs are straight. Now, if it's hard to straighten your leg, you're going to grab your block and place your block underneath your hand so that you have some support here. Okay? Take your right hand next to your right hip and just pull the hip back. Or actually, you guys, take both hands, find balance. Take both hands, pull the right hip back, left hip forward, and then release the hands back down. Lower your belly towards your thighs, your head, your nose towards your knee. Relax your head. Pyramid pose. Good. Keep lengthening the heart towards your toes, the chest towards your thighs. And then notice the deep stretch in the right hamstring, right? The back of that right leg. Okay, we're going to rise up onto the fingertips, still staying in this hinged position. Take your block, if you have one, place it on the inside of your right foot. Take your hand on the block and then push into your block and lift your body up. So your spine now is just about parallel to the floor. Take your right hand to your right hip and pull it back a little bit more. Now lift up a little bit more and start to twist open to the right. So draw the right shoulder over the left, reach the right arm up, fingertips towards the sky. And then keep pulling the right hip back and the left hip forward. Finding what works best for you and your body. Okay, nice deep twist right here. So you can take your gaze all the way up to the ceiling. You can look straight in front of you or down to the floor. Just do what works best for your neck. And then just kind of think about drawing that right shoulder above the left shoulder, right wrist above the left wrist. Really deep twist here. And again, take a moment to notice, what are you feeling in your body? Let's take one more breath in, open up, and then exhale. We're going to slowly release down. Okay, I'm going to just place my block over to the side, and let's step back to a standing forward bend. So left foot next to the right foot, drop the head, maybe take your hands around the lower legs, pull yourself in. Soften the knees, stand all the way up. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. And exhale, let's bring the hands to the heart. Okay, so now we're going to switch sides. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, fold all the way down. Let's lengthen the spine. And now step the right leg back. Big step back. We're going to drop the knee down, coming into that lunge. Untuck your toe. Take your hands on top of the thigh. Oh, I really feel this in the front of my right leg through that hip flexor. So again, noticing where you're feeling, reach the arms up. And find your focal point, right? Drishti your gaze. Just try to be still with your gaze. Notice your breath. Maybe lift up a little bit more, reach back a little more. Arms back, right through the fingertips. Take one more breath in. Exhale, place your hands down on the mat. Now tuck your back toe under. We're going to move into pyramid pose. Lift your knee up and just take a nice little step in towards your front foot. So you just want to make sure that your back heel is pressed down onto the mat. Find your focal point below you. Take your hands to your hips. Just draw the left hip back, right hip forward, and then reach those hands down again. As always, you can use your block underneath your hands if you want to bring the floor a little closer to you, and then draw or melt and sink your belly and your chest down towards your thigh. Relax your head. Really nice stretch to the back of that left leg. Through your glutes, you might feel it in your lower back if you're tighter in the back of your body. It's important to remember that we're not all going to feel exactly the same thing in our bodies, right? So if you're doing this with a friend, you'll probably feel something a little bit different. within your body, the intensity level. And there's no right or wrong. Good, let's rise up. Okay, again, if you have a block, I always encourage a block in this pose. Place your block on the inside of the left foot, right hand on the block. Now lift up, lengthen through your spine. Let's take the left hand to the left hip and just gently draw that hip back. Lift up and lengthen again, twisting rib cage, shoulder, and then reach that left arm up. Belly in, chin away from the chest, crown of the head lengthening, shoulders back. Finding your focal point, what's working best for you. Intense stretch. For me, right here in my calf and my hamstring, that's where I'm feeling it. Of course, twisting too, but we're all gonna, again, feel something different. So what are you feeling right now? This is the art of checking in, getting back to basics, and simply noticing. All right, lean back a little bit through the upper back, open the chest. Find your gaze, your focal point. Take one more breath in, and then exhale, release all the way down. Let's step back forward into our standing forward fold. Go ahead, drawing yourself in a little deeper now. Okay, challenge yourself. It's okay to feel uncomfortable in these postures, right? That's how we grow. That's how we become more flexible, stronger, is to challenge ourselves and to feel, right? A little bit of discomfort. Never pain, but a little discomfort. Good. Take one more breath in. Place your hands on the mat. Step back with one foot, drop the knee. Step the other foot back, drop the knee. Sit back. Come to child's pose. Folding over your thighs, resting your head down, and coming back to your breath. Okay, slowly rise on up. All right, we're gonna move into our yin portion, just holding the poses a little bit longer, and we're gonna start laying flat on our belly. So I'm gonna take my blanket to the top, and I'm just gonna kind of use it as a little pillow because it just makes it more comfortable as I'm laying down. So you're gonna come onto your belly, all the way down, and just resting your hands comfortably. Okay, so I'm going to start with my arms up here. You might want to move them after you get into the position, but we're going to take the left knee and you're going to bend it out to the left. So we're focusing right on the inner thigh and inner hip. And from here, you can rest your head to one side. You can put your forehead down, whatever feels great. You can extend that leg out a little bit further if you want a little bit more openness. We're just going to take a deep breath in and relax with the breath. Again, we're going to begin to notice here. Are you holding on to tension? Are you putting forth effort, muscular effort in your body? If so, start to let go and release. Getting heavier in your space. And returning to your breath. And checking in to see if you can relax your body just a little bit more. And we're going to slowly begin to transition into a spinal twist. So you're going to keep your left knee bent, roll onto your right side, okay? And then just start to kind of roll onto your back. Keep your left knee bent. Take your left arm out to the side. I'm going to just bring my bolster right here to rest my arm on. And then start to open up. And then notice right here. Okay, so in a twist, sometimes it feels good to have your knee down onto the mat. Sometimes it feels better to have the shoulder down. So what we're doing is we're tuning into sensation and bringing ourselves to a place that feels deep and that feels good. It allows you to relax your body, to surrender. Let's start to let go a little bit more with every breath. And notice that really great sensation throughout the area, right, of your lower back, your spine, your hips. Maybe your glutes are getting a little bit of a stretch right here as well. And then we're going to slowly begin to release out. So when you come out, just stay as relaxed as you can, move slowly. You're going to return onto your belly again, nice and slow. And we're going to switch sides. So now take your right knee out to the right, rest your head comfortably down. And start to relax. And tuning into the breath, staying present if your mind has wandered. Just let whatever you're thinking about go. Return to what you're feeling in your body, what you're experiencing right now. Okay, we're going to slowly begin that transition now to the spinal twist. You're going to roll onto your left side, keep the right knee bent, start to move onto your back slowly, reaching your right arm out, maybe taking that right arm over your, or your gaze over your right shoulder, and then Let's check in and see how that feels in our body. And again, noticing your thoughts. So just know that, it's really common to have a lot of thoughts entering your mind in any given minute. So let go of any judgment. If your mind is cluttered, if it's racing, if you have that tendency to be thinking all the time, which most of us do, be okay with that and know that you have this gift, right? Your breath right at your fingertips, which you can come to any time to help you find space. Good, settling in just a little deeper. And we're going to take a nice deep breath in. And then very slowly start to release out. Okay, so from here, you're going to very carefully come all the way up into a seated position. And then our next pose, we're going to come into legs up against the wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blanket and I'm going to put it out lengthwise and then just double fold it at the bottom so I have a little bit of a lift here for my hips. I'm going to slide it all the way up against the wall. And then the easiest way to come in to this position is to come up nice and close. Come into like a twist here and then roll your feet up towards the ceiling. And bring your arms in a comfortable position, whether that's to your side or resting on your belly, whatever feels best for you. Allow the feet to kind of start to relax, to drop open or drop inward, wherever they naturally fall. And again, coming back to your breath. Viparita Karani, or legs up against the wall, helps to promote relaxation. Okay, promote calm. It's a great pose to do right before you go to bed. coming back to your breath. You're going to begin to bend your knees nice and slow. And then from here, you're going to roll over onto your side. So coming out the same way you came up. And then gently push yourself all the way up. And we're going to come back into a seated position. Close your eyes, draw your hands to your heart. Notice again how you're feeling. And taking time to check in. Let's take one more deep breath in together. Stretch the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Namaste. Great job, everyone. And congratulate yourself for taking time out of your day to slow down and to simplify, because it is not an easy thing to do. And see if you can just make that effort on a daily basis, even if it's just one time a day, just to stop, breathe, close your eyes, and simplify, checking in and being present. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, press the like button, share it with others, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you very soon. Namaste.